before anything else happens today. Before the noise, the responsibilities, the pressure, the expectations, there's something you need to recognize. You didn't just wake up tired. You didn't just wake up not feeling it. There's a weight on you. Maybe you can't fully explain it, but you feel it. It's that quiet heaviness sitting in your chest. It's the thoughts that started the moment you opened your eyes. It's the pressure already building before the day has even begun. And if you're honest, you were already carrying this yesterday. This isn't just about being busy. This isn't just about having a lot to do. This is deeper. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's the kind of weight that follows you into everything. Into your decisions, your mood, your patience, your peace. And here's the truth most people ignore. If you start your day with this weight, you will carry it into everything. It will shape how you speak. It will shape how you react. It will shape what you believe about yourself. And before you even realize it, your entire day will be built on something that was never meant for you to carry in the first place. That's why this moment matters. Right now, not later, not after things get worse, not after the stress piles up even more. Right now, before the day fully begins. Because there's a decision in front of you, whether you realize it or not. You can hold on to this, or you can release it. Most people choose to hold it, not because they want to, but because they don't pause long enough to do anything different. They just move, they scroll, they rush, they distract themselves, and the weight stays. But you're not doing that right now. You stopped, you're here, and that means something. It means there's an opportunity in this exact moment to shift everything about how today unfolds. But first, you need to understand something clearly. You were never designed to carry this kind of weight alone. The stress, the fear, the uncertainty, the pressure to figure everything out, to control everything, to fix everything. It's too much. And deep down, you already know that. That's why it feels heavy. Because it is. And trying to push through it without releasing it doesn't make you stronger. It just makes you more exhausted. So instead of pretending it's not there, instead of trying to outrun it, instead of letting it silently control your day, you do something different. You bring it to God. Not in a complicated way. Not with perfect words. Not with some long rehearsed speech. Just honestly. You take that exact weight, the thing sitting on your mind right now, and you release it. You say, God, I can't carry this the way I've been carrying it. I give it to you. And maybe part of you resists that. Maybe part of you thinks, it's not that simple. But that resistance is exactly what keeps people stuck. Because releasing it doesn't mean the situation disappears instantly. It means the burden is no longer yours to carry alone. There's a difference. Powerful difference. When you hold on to it, it drains you. When you release it, it changes how you walk through it. Peace doesn't come from everything being perfect. Peace comes from knowing you're not carrying it by yourself anymore. And that's what most people miss. They wait for peace to come after the problem is solved. But real peace starts the moment you let go of what you were never meant to hold. So before you check your phone again, before you step into your responsibilities, before the day starts pulling at you from every direction, pause. What is that weight exactly? Name it. Is it stress about something ahead of you today? Is it something unresolved from yesterday? Is it fear about what might happen? Is it pressure you've been putting on yourself? Whatever it is, don't carry it silently. Bring it into the open, because what stays hidden often stays heavy. And right here, in this moment, you have a choice to do what most people won't do. Release it before it spreads into everything else. You don't need more strength to carry it. You need the courage to let it go. And that's where your day truly begins, not with rushing, not with reacting, but with surrender. Because a day that starts heavy usually stays heavy. But a day that starts surrendered moves differently. There's more clarity, more steadiness, more peace even in the middle of challenges. Not because everything changed around you, but because something changed within you. So don't rush past this moment. This is the turning point. You're standing at the beginning of your day, and what you do right now will echo into everything that follows. Will you carry it, or will you release it? Take a breath, slow down, and choose differently, because you don't have to walk into today weighed down. Not this time. You made a powerful decision in that last moment. You didn't ignore the weight. You didn't bury it. You didn't pretend it wasn't there. You released it, and that matters more than you think. But here's where most people quietly lose what they just gained. They release it for a moment, and then slowly, subtly, they pick it back up. Not intentionally, not on purpose. It happens through thoughts. A worry comes back. A what-if shows up. A memory, a fear, a pressure. And before they realize it, they're carrying the same weight again. So if you're going to protect your peace today, you need to understand this clearly. Releasing it once is powerful, but refusing to pick it back up, that's where transformation happens. Today we'll try to test you. Situations won't magically disappear. People may still act the same. Challenges may still be there waiting for you. But the difference now is this. You're not walking into them the same way. Before, you were carrying everything on your shoulders. Now, you've placed it in God's hands. And that changes how you move. It changes how you respond. It changes what controls you and what doesn't. But you have to stay aware. Because the moment you go back to overthinking everything, the moment you try to control what you already released, the moment you let fear take over again, you'll feel that weight return. Not because God gave it back to you, but because you reached down and picked it up again. So today, you're going to do something different. When the pressure comes back, you don't hold on to it, you hand it back over. When the anxious thought shows up, you don't entertain it, you release it again. When the situation feels too much, you don't try to carry it. You remind yourself, I already gave this to God. And you mean it. This is how peace is maintained, not by one moment, but by a mindset. A quiet, steady decision throughout the day. I'm not carrying what I already released. And yes, it takes awareness. Yes, it takes intention. But it also brings something most people never experience consistently. Real, steady peace, even in the middle of real life. Because peace isn't the absence of pressure. It's the presence of trust. Trust that God is working even when you don't see it. Trust that you don't have to solve everything right now. Trust that what you released is still in His hands. And when you truly walk in that, you stop reacting to everything. You stop letting small things shake you. You stop letting every thought control your emotions. You become more grounded, more steady, more at peace even when things aren't perfect. That's the shift. Not a perfect day, but a different way of walking through it. So as you move forward today, keep this simple. When it tries to come back, release it again. When your mind starts racing, slow it down. When you feel the weight creeping in, remind yourself where it belongs. Not on you. Never on you. You've already made the decision. Now walk in it. And don't look back. There's something different about you now. The day may look the same. The responsibilities are still there. The situations you're facing haven't magically disappeared. But something inside you has shifted. You're not starting this day the way you used to. You're not rushing in already overwhelmed. You're not reacting from a place of pressure. You're not carrying everything like it all depends on you. You released it. And now you have a choice to walk light, even if the day itself feels heavy. That's the real test. Because anyone can feel peaceful in a quiet moment. But real strength shows up when life starts moving. When messages come in. When plans change. When something unexpected hits. When someone says something that triggers you. That's where this becomes real. Not in silence, but in motion. So as you step into your day, remember this. You are not walking into it alone. The moment you released that weight, you shifted the way this day is carried. Not by you, but with God. And that changes everything. It means you don't have to figure everything out immediately. It means you don't have to control every outcome. It means you don't have to carry emotional pressure into every moment. Instead, you move differently. You pause before reacting. You breathe instead of rushing. You trust instead of spiraling. And when something feels too much, you don't collapse under it. You return to the same place you started. God, this is yours. Not once, not twice, but as many times as it takes. Because peace isn't a one-time event. It's a posture. It's how you stand, how you think, how you respond throughout the day. And yes, there will be moments where you feel that old weight trying to return. A situation might press on you harder than expected. A thought might hit deeper than you wanted. An emotion might rise stronger than you planned. But this time you recognize it faster. You don't let it sit. You don't let it grow. You don't let it take over. You catch it, and you release it again. That's how you stay free. Not by avoiding pressure, but by refusing to carry it the way you used to. And the more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. You'll notice it in small moments first. You don't react as quickly. You don't feel as overwhelmed. You don't spiral as far as you used to. And over time, those small shifts turn into something powerful. A steadiness that doesn't break easily. A peace that doesn't disappear the moment life gets hard. A confidence that you can face whatever comes without being crushed by it. That's what today can become for you. Not perfect, but lighter, stronger, more grounded, because you made a decision at the beginning of it. You refused to carry what was never yours to hold. So as you continue through your day, hold on to this truth. You don't need to prove your strength by carrying everything. Real strength is knowing when to let go. Real strength is trusting God with what you can't control. Real strength is walking forward, even when things aren't fully resolved, without letting them weigh you down. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. Step by step, moment by moment, walking lighter, thinking clearer, breathing easier, trusting deeper. So whatever comes next today, you're ready for it. Not because everything is easy, but because you're no longer carrying it alone. And that changes everything. As your day unfolds, something important becomes clear. Not everything that shows up deserves access to you. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every situation deserves your energy. Not every emotion deserves to take control. Before, when you were carrying that weight, everything felt heavier. Small things felt big. Simple problems felt overwhelming. Every interruption felt like pressure. But now you're not walking the same way. You released that weight. You chose a different starting point. And now you need to protect it. Because peace is not just something you receive. It's something you guard. The world around you will keep moving fast. People will bring their stress, their expectations, their emotions. Situations will try to pull you in different directions. And if you're not careful, you'll slowly start carrying things that were never yours again. So today, you do something intentional. You become selective. Selective about what you allow into your mind. Selective about what you respond to immediately. Selective about what you let affect your mood. That doesn't mean you ignore responsibility. It means you stop absorbing unnecessary weight. There's a difference. You can handle something without letting it control you. You can face something without carrying it emotionally. You can respond without reacting. And that's the level you're stepping into today. So when something tries to disturb your peace, pause. Before you react, ask yourself, is this mine to carry? And be honest, because a lot of what drains people daily isn't their actual responsibility. It's what they choose to hold on to. Someone's bad mood, a negative comment, a situation you can't control, a future problem that hasn't even happened yet. All of it feels real, but not all of it belongs to you. And if you pick it up, it becomes your weight. So don't pick it up. Let it pass. Let it go. Give it to God the moment it tries to attach itself to you. Because the goal today isn't just to start with peace. It's to stay in it. And that requires awareness. It requires you to notice when your mind starts drifting back into stress. It requires you to catch the moment when something begins to sit heavy on you again. And instead of letting it build, you release it immediately, not later, not after it grows, right when it shows up. That's how you stay light. That's how you stay clear. That's how you move through a full day without being emotionally exhausted. And here's something powerful to remember. Peace gives you clarity. Clarity gives you better decisions. Better decisions shape your entire day. So protecting your peace isn't passive. It's strategic. It changes how you speak, how you respond, how you lead, how you carry yourself in every environment. People will notice it. Not because you say anything, but because you're not reacting the way you used to. You're calmer, more grounded, more in control of your inner world. And that kind of presence is powerful. because it means your circumstances are no longer controlling you. You've chosen a higher way to move through them. So as the day continues, keep it simple. If it tries to weigh you down, release it. If it tries to steal your peace, guard it. If it's not yours to carry, don't carry it. Stay light. Stay focused. Stay connected to the decision you made at the start of this day. Because you've come too far to go back to carrying everything again. Not today. Now the day is coming full circle. You've moved through moments you didn't expect. You've handled things that could have pulled you down. You felt pressure try to return. And you didn't let it stay the same way. That matters. Because most people don't realize this. The way you end your day becomes the way you start the next one. If you end today holding on to stress, frustration, and unresolved weight, you don't wake up fresh tomorrow. You wake up carrying leftovers. That same heaviness, that same tension, that same mental noise. And then the cycle repeats. But not this time. You've been intentional today. You've been aware. You've been releasing instead of holding. So don't lose that now. As the day slows down, there's one final decision in front of you. Will you carry anything from today into tomorrow? Or will you release it completely? Take a moment and reflect. What's still sitting on you? Maybe something didn't go the way you hoped. Maybe there's still a question without an answer. Maybe there's something unresolved that your mind keeps going back to. Don't ignore it. But also, don't carry it overnight. This is where you finish what you started. Just like this morning, you release it again. God, whatever is still on me right now, I give it to you. Not because everything is fixed. Not because you suddenly have all the answers. But because you refuse to carry it into a new day. Because rest isn't just physical, it's emotional and spiritual. And you can't truly rest if you're still holding everything. So tonight, you let go. You let go of what didn't work out. You let go of what you couldn't control. You let go of the pressure to figure everything out right now. You trust that what you placed in God's hands this morning is still in His hands tonight. Nothing was lost. Nothing slipped. Nothing became your responsibility again unless you chose to pick it up. And since you're choosing differently now, you release it fully. This is how you break cycles. Not with one big moment, but with consistent, intentional decisions like this. Morning, you release it. Throughout the day, you don't pick it back up. Night, you release whatever is left. And over time, something powerful happens. You stop living weighed down. You stop waking up already tired. You stop carrying emotional pressure into everything. You stop feeling like every day is something you have to survive. Instead, you begin to live from a place of peace. A deeper kind of peace. A steady kind of peace. A peace that doesn't disappear just because life gets real. And it all started with one decision. You refused to carry what was never yours. So as you close this day, take a breath. Let everything settle. And remind yourself one more time, I'm not carrying this into tomorrow. Not the stress. Not the pressure. Not the unanswered questions. You've already placed it where it belongs. And now, you rest, free. At some point today, it will try again. Not softly, not subtly, but stronger. The pressure, the thoughts, the feeling you thought you already released, comes back. But this time it feels louder, more convincing, more urgent. And this is where most people break. Not because they're weak, but because they think, maybe I didn't really release it. Maybe I still need to figure this out myself. Maybe it's on me again. No, this is important. Just because it comes back doesn't mean it belongs back on you. This is the moment where your decision gets tested. Because releasing something once is a decision. But standing firm when it returns, that's discipline. You already gave it to God. So why does it feel like it's back? Because your mind is used to carrying it. Your habits are used to overthinking it. Your emotions are used to reacting to it. So when it shows up again, it feels familiar, almost natural to pick it up. But today, you're not moving by habit. You're moving by intention. So when that thought hits again, you don't panic. You don't spiral. You don't grab it and start carrying it like before. You recognize it. And you say quietly but firmly, I already released this. That's it. No long argument. No trying to solve everything in that moment. Just a clear decision. This is not mine to carry anymore. And then you let it pass. It might try again 5 minutes later. You do the same thing. It might come back in a different form. A new thought, a different angle, a stronger emotion. You do the same thing. Because peace isn't about how many times it shows up. It's about how many times you refuse to take it back. This is where your strength is being built. Not in comfort, but in repetition. Every time you don't pick it up, you get stronger. Every time you release it again, you get freer. Every time you stand firm, it loses power over you. And slowly, something shifts. What used to control your entire day now only passes through your mind. What used to sit heavy on your chest now comes and goes without staying. That's growth. That's transformation. And it doesn't happen because life got easier. It happens because you stopped carrying everything life throws at you. So don't be surprised when it tries again today. Expect it, but don't fear it, because now you know exactly what to do. Release it to God now. Type Amen. Subscribe for daily strength and step into peace today. Don't wait.